welcome to the Studio YouTube channel. I can't find 3 pennies, so I'm going to use 3 nickels. So I'm going to go ahead and trace a nickel here, leave a space, and then trace a nickel here, and then put a nickel there, and then put a nickel here, and halfway turn it, put another nickel here, halfway turn it. Alright, so you can make this however you want. You can come up, over and down and around if you want, or you can go into this a little bit and make this part the eyelid. We all have different types of eyelids, so whatever seems more comfortable for you, I just erased some, is make that kind of eyelid. Yeah. So what I would do then is jump up here for the brow and then bring this down past the eye and around and make the nose. Alright, and then this is a V here and it connects, and then you have a pupil and you can do that there. So you can make them happier by turning your line. You can turn this here if you want, or if you don't like the width of it, you can change it and make it a little lower and round this off. So there's lots of choices in getting your portrait set up. And then you can jump up here for the forehead and it will come close to this area. This part starts to come out. We all have different types of cheeks. I call it parameter of the head. This could be flat or it could be round and connect. So this time I'm going to do some bangs. I'm going to poof this out and bring it in. Poof this out and bring it in. And then the neck. So about halfway is the neck, and turn your line. Halfway is the neck, turn your line, and then connect. And then have shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to start off with some color. This is called brown, but because it's reddish brown, it's actually called Burnt Sienna. I put my paint in wells, and now I'm going to kind of try to get some different colors for skin tones. So this is a lighter tone and a darker tone, and Burnt Sienna makes a really pretty color, I think, for skin tone. And a couple of choices. So I tried the red. I thought that might be nice for lips, and if you added other colors later on, that might look kind of cool. I tried it with the yellow, and you can see this is not a very opaque color, at least from this brand. So I was a little disappointed by that. It's very transparent, so it kind of gets overpowered really quickly. That color turned out really nicely. And that color got a little dark, which could become black if the Burnt Sienna was dark enough. So I've got enough choices, yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more Burnt Sienna, to get started with a portrait, starting with an earth color, which is Burnt Sienna, and neutralizing the colors, which means you're just changing it so they're kind of softer and more earthy. And I'm just showing you what these colors look like with white. And again, you can add other colors to it to continue to make the earth color, not the earth color, the skin tone that you're trying to get. So here is the overall colors that I ended up making and with the mixtures. Great. So now you're ready to paint, and I am using a filbert brush. I'm going to choose kind of the medium-ish dark color of the Burnt Sienna and white, and I'm going to cover everything. I will get to see the lines from my pencil, but I am trying to go carefully so that I go around things so I don't really go into areas I don't want it to be. I'm also keeping it pretty thin, so this is getting a little close to doing watercolors. I'm using regular paper, and I'm carefully covering things up. So I had too much in the forehead, and I dragged that paint down to the neck and smoothing things out. Awesome, just going around tidying up some edges. Now I want to get some darks. So if I had black, I would probably use black for the eye. Notice how now my hand is really close to the end of my brush, and I'm using the Burnt Sienna and the dark blue to get kind of my darkest darks. I jumped up to do the eyebrow, and I'm going to do inside the eye. If I had also a dark brown, I probably would choose that too. As many earth colors as you have to do a portrait is recommended. They ended up looking a little shocked. So if you want to move the eyelid further down into the pupil or the iris, it might look less shocked. So that color actually looks really nice, I think, for the lips. And I'm just kind of blending, and you can choose what you like or don't like. These are just some ideas of how you can do a portrait. You can use any colors you want, and I was just kind of fiddling around choosing the colors that I liked. So continue on and enjoy. Take care. So I'm adding some highlights using a lighter color. And I really thank you so much for tuning in and liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. I could probably go back in this later and add more colors to it if I wanted to, especially maybe make the hair darker. But right now I just added some highlights. And again, thank you so much. Take care.